For the first time in its history, after saving 6,000 lives, the Coast Guard crew at the falls lost a life on June 27, 1916. Lookout William Drizel saw a rowboat with 2 fishermen floating toward the concrete dam at the head of the falls and sounded the gong. Lieutenant Ed Farrell, boatman Edward Long, and John Munns were off like a shot across the river. Before they reached it, the men in the boat went over the dam to the bottom. The lifesavers followed in a moment, dropping 9 feet to the dashing turmoil below that capsized their boat. Scores of spectators at the wharf and on steamboats looked on in horror as lifesavers fought through the turbulence for their lives and to help the 2 fishermen. And all struggled out of the waves except one. New recruit John Munns went to the bottom and did not rise.
Today's events are honoring my great-great-grandfather, John A. Munns, who was killed in an incident trying to save a couple boatmen from going over the falls 101 years ago.
It was on this day in 1916 that boatman Munns gave his life on the falls of the Ohio right over here in a rescue attempt. We're proud to be here today and be part of that history and continue on with that work. And it started here with the Lifesaving Station and with John Munns.
I knew about him as a child, but I had no idea that it was such an event for the Coast Guard, that he was the only person that was ever killed in the line of duty in the inland service.
Ready, 2.
And we've gathered here today to honor the life, the service, the sacrifice, and the memory of boatman John Munns, 1887 to 1916. And I think it's timely also and fitting that we pay tribute to the thoughtful establishment and honorable accomplishments of the personnel of the United States Life-Saving Service here at the Falls of the Ohio. Formed in 1881 to perform rescue and recovery of mariners who encountered the treacherous falls, this was the first and only station of the service on the inland waterways of the United States.
So this was amazing to come here today. I have now enough details that I can actually tell the story, the actual truth of what happened. So I'm going to pass that down to my descendants.
To John Munns and his comrades in the Life-Saving Service and those who followed in the Coast Guard, we give a thankful and well-deserved salute.